Good afternoon, all. Welcome to Chamax Cards and Breaks. Got a big break happening this afternoon. 12-box break of 2023 Panini Prizm Baseball. So, first of all, welcome everyone to the break. We very much appreciate your business. We appreciate your patience while we fill some of these breaks up. We do have another of the 12 box available on the website. The website is chamaxcards.com, and that break number is scrolling across that middle line there. We're going to open up each box here, kind of put in a big stack. We go pretty quick in this break. Each pack, the hits are always the last three cards of every pack. So we'll go pretty quick on this break. There's a lot of cards. We're going to do the first 6 boxes first. We're going to take a little short recess, maybe just about maybe a minute or two. And then we'll get the other half of the break done after that. So we also have our discount code word of the day. This code word is scrolling across that top line there. Today it's J's. So J's will get you 5% off every and all orders you make on the website for the next 24 hours. We have our first time discount code word of Chamax 2025. This code word gets you 10% off your very first order. And then we have the Chamax Loyalty Points program up and running on the website. The more you spend on the website, the more points you'll earn. You can then use those points for cash discounts on future purchases. We do ship out the cards of breaks once a week for the breaks Monday through Sunday by the end of the following week. This break was moved from last week, so the cards from today's break will go out by the end of this week. So we'll go by Monday with regular counter post. If you do want something shipped with tracking and or insurance, please email us over at info@chamaxcards.com. or simply message us through the website at chamaxcards.com, and we can take care of any special requests that you have. So, without further ado, owners on the left, teams beside the owners. Again, we're going to go pretty fast on this break. I'll show you how this is going to go here. So, all the beginning cards are all they're all base cards. Again, all the hits are at the end. You have 3 usually, so you have the Prizm cards here, Pages, Glavin for Lana, and Mark McGuire, and then it kind of goes from there. So we're going to go kind of just skip through, do the good stuff, Scoob, as they say. Drew Thorpe for New York, Bill Terry for New York, and Alvarez for New York. And then again, bam, 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 bam. And there's our first auto of Ty Madden for Detroit. Going to Tim. There you go, Tim. And then Grayson Rodriguez. Joe Tinker for Chicago. Tink Hentz for St. Louis. This is numbered at 25. And then Noah Schultz for Chicago, and Jackson Holliday for Baltimore. Arteaga for San Francisco. Herzog for St. Louis, and Tink Hentz for St. Louis. And boom. Curtis Mead for Tampa. Going to Dante. Jace Jung for Detroit. Tony La Russa out of 149 there for Oakland. Going to Ralph. Al Lopez for Pittsburgh. Who had the Pittsburgh spot? That's going to Tim and Larry Walker. Alex Ramirez. You got Steve Carlton for Philly. David Ortiz. Nolan Ryan. 52 out of 75 for Texas. Christian Vaquero for Washington. And Ivan Rodriguez for Texas. Boom. Grayson Rodriguez, Baltimore. We got a little auto action here for Francis. Jackson Trio for Milwaukee. Brooks Lee for Minnesota. Mike Abel for Philly. Evan Carter out of 199 for Texas. Goose Goslin, kicking an old school for Washington. And Jacob Berry for Miami. So there you go. That is how the breaks will work. Like I said, we go pretty quick. Otherwise, we'll be here for hours upon hours. No one wants to be here for hours upon hours. And like I said, we're going to do the first 6 boxes here. And then we're going to take just a minor, quick little break. Clean off the table. Get the other 6 boxes out here. And away we go. This break will probably take about an hour or so if you're looking at your watch. Again, we do have all these on YouTube, saved for all time. I think Facebook, which we also broadcast on or simulcast on, stream on. I think those videos stay for 30 days out on Facebook. But for YouTube, they stay for all time. So if you want, you can come back later. Watch it and fast forward. It's like I said, it's an older break. We've had it up for a while, so again, I appreciate everyone's patience while we fill it up. While we filled it up. For most products, once we do get below 5 spots or teams remaining, we will schedule the break in. We did that with this. Email the breakers the time and date of the break, and away we go. All right. Box number 2. Box number 2. Bam. Christian Hernandez for the Cubs for Tim. Diego Garcia. Torrey Hunter for Minnesota. Ben Joyce for LA. The Angels out of 199. Let's go to Sylvan. William McCovey for San Francisco. The big unit, Randy Johnson. And Kelvin Alcantara for the White Sox going to Dante. And there's Randy Johnson once again. Arizona, Randy. Warming Bernabel for Colorado out of 75. Going to Tim. Jim Emmons for St. Louis. Rivera for New York. Blake Burkhalter for Atlanta. Hyu Lee, Philly. Jace Jung, Detroit. Mason Wynn for St. Louis. And then you got Martinez for Toronto. Who has our Toronto Blue Jays here? Sylvan does. And that is our daily discount code word today. It's Jays. So Jays will get you 5% off, again, every and all orders you make on the website for the next 24 hours. Jose Rodriguez, 22 out of 50, auto action. Nice. Tom Seaver. Yoshida for Boston. And you got Robert Hassel for Washington out of 99. And Kai Bush for LA. And Pete Rose. Giddy Kep for Miami. Meyer for Boston. Not that many Boston cards so far for Tim. Jackson Trio for Milwaukee out of 199. Parada for New York. And Yoshida, Boston. Oh, some sticky cards here. Jordan Walker for St. Louis. Arias for New York. Yeah, Trey, like I said, I might call a couple, there's be a long break and maybe make a few mistakes, but all these cards, once they're done, they're protected, and then they're sorted again, and then they get shipped out by invoice. So if I say something incorrect, forgive me. But it'll be all these cards again are double checked. Alomar for Toronto, out of 50. Biggio for Houston, and Dominguez. Yeah, it goes through a couple of different procedures here. Right, this is just part 1, and then again, like I said, they get sorted, protected, double checked, and then again they get shipped out via invoice. Not this list here is just put together on whatever that is, Google Sheets. like I said, when the cards get shipped out, they all go out via your invoice. And then double check to that, and away they go. With this break, I did mention at the beginning that we use regular Canada Post. For this break, there's so many cards that go out that if you have multiple teams, we're going to cover that that tracked shipping for you. It's going to be free. So, for example, just looking quickly, Tim's got a lot of teams. Dante, Sylvan. They're going to go out with free track because there's no way we're going to fit these in a regular envelope, like a shipping bubble envelope. For baseball breaks, this is one of the bigger ones that we do. But thanks for joining us. Like I said, then our regular break days are Monday to Thursday at 6 p.m. That's when we usually break. If we're busy enough, we'll do a Friday session like we're doing now. Or if we had something move, we'll try to pick it up on Friday. All right, let's keep on trucking here. Keep on going. Robin Yount for Milwaukee out of 50. Simmons for Philly. And Brooks Lee for Minnesota. Luis Matos, San Francisco. Oh, to Dave. Jim Thome. Blade Tidwell. Bubba Chandler out of 25. Melendez, Arizona. Willie Stargell for Pittsburgh. Tink Hentz. What Tinks? Pete Crow. Good old Prizm, eh? I haven't done one of these for a while. Mark McGuire for Oakland out of 99. Harry Walker for St. Louis. We got Jordan Lawler for Arizona. Quinn Priester for Pittsburgh. Eddie Matthews, Milwaukee. Sugano. Future Superstars. And we got 600 Panini points. One second here. A bit of a blow here. So those Panini points, we're going to collect them as we go through the break. We're probably going to get more of them. Chipper Jones. And we are going to randomize those at the end of the break. So everyone's going to have a chance. Herzog. Feller for Cleveland out of 199. There's a Chiro for Seattle. Frank Thomas. Boom. Acuna for Texas. Going out to Tim. Wade Boggs. Yeah, so all these PD points. We are going to kind of just keep over here on the side. And we'll randomize off those at the end of the break. One by one. Probably end up with 3 or 4 of them, I'd imagine. Maybe a few less, maybe a few more. Brian Ramos for Chicago out of 199. Alvarez. Maddox. Guerrero. Papa Guerrero. Buster Posey for San Fran. Yoshida for Boston. And Ben Joyce for LA out of 99. And Joe Tinker for Chicago. And Zach Veen for Colorado. All right. There we go. That's. I'm going to put this kind of over here for now. All righty. Box. That's 3 boxes down. Hey, we're making our way the only way we know how. Three boxes. That's 1 quarter down. You've been breaking with us for the last couple weeks. I've been finally getting over this cold. I've had it for almost over 2 weeks. It wasn't a bad one. It was just lingering. We have another couple more breaks this afternoon. Later this afternoon, actually. We have a couple more hockey breaks coming up. So Stay tuned for those. It's going to be in a later session around, I think, 5 p.m. Pacific time. I think we're doing that. SP Authentic Hockey. Next week, we already got a bunch of breaks already scheduled in for next week. And here we go. Box number 4. Grab a stack here and grip it and rip it. All right. Dobie for Cleveland. Drew Gilbert for Houston. And Braden Fett for Arizona. Some of these names I do not know how to pronounce, especially the odd ball players. Wakefield for Boston at 199. Lopez for Atlanta. You got Andy Rodriguez for Pittsburgh. Cal Ripken. Andy Rodriguez again. LaJoy for Cleveland. Quinn Priester for Pittsburgh. Dale Murphy out of 75 for Atlanta, going to Dave. Joe Tinker. Juan Marichal. And we have, out of 21 out of 50, Andy Pages for LA. Going to Dante. Nice. Ivan Rodriguez. Bobby Witt Jr. out of 50. So many numbered cards in this break. Good. Dave. Joe Tinker again. And Bobby Miller. Guerrero from Montreal. Robbie Snelling for San Diego. Nolan Ryan. Something good coming up here, I think. We have Ben Joyce. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5, Ben Joyce. Our lowest numbered yet. Going up to Sylvan. Nice. 3 out of 5. Jeff Bagwell. James Wood. Let's get some more of those. Ken Griffey Jr.'s. Cal Ripkins. For Baltimore. LaJoy again, Cleveland, lots of duplicates already. Ken Griffey Jr. out of 199 for Seattle for Jack. Jake Bennett, Washington. Brooks Lee from Minnesota. Alex Rodriguez there. Jim Thome. Jackson Merrill out of 99 for San Diego. That's going to Mike. Zavala for Texas. Startle, Pittsburgh. And there we go. Another box completed. That was a good one. A little 3 out of 5. Like that. We enjoy that. Okay. 2 more boxes left here in the first half, and then we'll get to the other 6 boxes here. So, again, this is a 12-box break. A 2002 is an older break. I can tell by the number. So, again, for those people who stuck with it, appreciate it. We do break a lot of older products. It can take a little while to fill, so patience is required on some of them. We also do have all the new stuff as well. Again, websites chamaxcards.com. Just got into started breaking in 2017, so get into our 8th year or 9th year, I guess, or whatever it's going to be. 8th year, I guess, 9th year. Hello. All right, box number 5 coming up. This is just box number 5. This is box number 6 here, and then we'll still have 6 more boxes left. All right, let's do it. Let us do this. Okay. By 11, Minnesota. Lopez for Pittsburgh. Clemens for Boston. Mark McGuire out of 75. David Cohn for New York. Ichiro for Seattle. We have 50 out of 75. Brian Ramos for Chicago. Brian Ramos. Gavin Williams. Eli Green for Washington. Jake Bennett for Washington. David Ortiz. Good old Pete Rose out of 199. Going to Francis. Luke Gold for Detroit. And Pete Crow Armstrong. And we have signatures of Ellie De La Cruz. Expiry date was January 21st, but in our experience, they'll still redeem it. So we'll go out with January 21st, 2025. A few months ago. Ryan Sandberg. Oh. Meyer for Boston. Bobby Witt Jr. Brian Ramos for Chicago. And then we got Jet Williams out of 50. Bobby Doerr. Babe Ruth. Kyle Harrison. Martinez. Cole Young for Seattle. And then Jacob Berry for Miami. Ken Griffey Jr. Buck Leonard. Kevin Alcantara. 31 out of 75. Mark for Cincinnati. Alcantara again. Lots of them. Keep coming. They keep on coming. That's Tim's got that spot. And Jacob Berry for Miami. Miami's spot is held by Dave. There you go, Dave. There's Knapp again. Good old Knapp and Goose Gossage out of 199. Good old Goose. Alrighty. There we go. So, this is box number 6, everybody. This is not box number 12. It's box number 6. Like I said, just give a second after this box is done. Just need about a minute and a half just to fill up the table again. Get some of these cards off the table. And we'll do the back half. And what time is it right now? Okay, yeah, we're about an hour. That's what I figured it would take, roughly. Everyone had a good week. Today is Friday. I'm coming up to the middle of September already. It's crazy. The month is ripping. Month is ripping. So, yep, baseball coming to a close here. But on the horizon, we got a little hockey starting. Basketball, football's now in full swing. Good times. All right. Let's do this. Parada for New York. Ryan for Texas. Richie for Atlanta. Oh, look at this. This is a good box. Richie for Atlanta. Morgan for Cincinnati. That's a good one. Multiple hits. Ordonis for Detroit out of 149. Andrew Jones for Atlanta. Yoshida. Frankie Frisch for St. Louis. Tim Salmon for Anaheim. Dos Santos for Arizona. Caden Wallace for Kansas. Jim Thome. This is one of those special boxes. What are they called again? Gracefaro? Gracefo for St. Louis with all the purple cards. There's Randy Johnson. Barriera for Toronto out of 99. Greg Maddux for Atlanta. Dominguez. You can see each one has these extra two. These guys here. Perez for Miami. And Willie Mays for New York. Nice. Yeah, special boxes here. Nice. I like it. Kyle Harrison out of 143. You got Lou Brock for St. Louis. Piazza. And then we got our two purples here. Bob Lemon for Cleveland. And Bubba Chandler for Pittsburgh. Keep it coming here. Bruce Sutter for Chicago. You got Max Wagner for Baltimore. Blyce. Manzardo for Tampa. And Eduardo Julian for Minnesota. $62 out of $75. Brand Fat out of Arizona. Going to Dave. All right, let's keep it going here. Let's keep this box going. Keep the party going here. We got Ricky Henderson, 36 out of 99 for Oakland. Go to Ralph. I like it. Tom Seaver. Then we got Soriano for New York. We got Reggie Crawford for San Francisco. Babe Ruth. Joe Carter out of 199 for T.O. Daniel Susak for Oakland. Pete Rose again. And then we got Bridwell for New York. And Larry Walker for Colorado. Junior Caminero. Auto for Tampa. Going to Dante. Yes, this is factory piece of something stuck on it. No, a little bit of residue there. Meyer for Boston. Neto for LA and Williams for San Francisco. Rain Duncan for LA. Auto action. De La Cruz for Cincinnati. By 11 for Minnesota. Klein for Philly. Oliva for Minnesota. You got Grant McCrae out of 50 for San Francisco. Bobby Miller. Merrill. Cooper Yerp for St. Louis. Drew Gilbert for Houston. Jim Thome. Randy Johnson. Cam Collier for Cincinnati. And Lefty Williams for Chicago. And that was a killer box. Awesome. 1 millisecond here. We're just going to clear this off and get rid of the other 6 boxes already. Stand by. All right. We are back. We are back. Okay. 6 boxes remaining in A2002. A2002. Great box, last one there. Let's see if we can keep it going here. Alrighty, just a massive pile of hits are going out. Like I said, this is a big break. A lot of cards. We do have the Panini points there. So much recycling. And we will randomize that off at the end of the break. And we'll see if we get any more. We might get a couple more. This is box number 7, everybody. If you're just joining us in A2002, the 2023 Panini Prizm baseball break. And let's do it. Okay. Bordeaux for Cleveland out of 25. Kiner for Pittsburgh. do we have here? Cam Collier for Cincinnati. Signatures. 55 out of 75 for Francis. Jim Palmer. Palmiero out of 199 for Baltimore. And Gavin Williams for Cleveland. Alcantara for Chicago again out of 149. Newhouser for Detroit. Zavala for San Diego. Archie Vaughn for Pittsburgh. Judd Fabian out of 199 for Baltimore. Got Mart for Cincinnati. Rodriguez for Baltimore. Let's flip this around the right way. Potential penmanship. Angel Martinez for Cleveland. Going out to Tim. Buck Leonard. Actually, that's just the base. Yeti Cap for Miami. You got Bill Terry for New York out of 99. Mariano Rivera. Bobby Miller for LA. And Babe Ruth. Ivan Rodriguez. There's Yeti Cap. Potential penmanship for Miami. Not to Dave. Jim Edmonds out of 75 for St. Louis. You got Tramar Johnson for Pittsburgh. And this one here is Justin Crawford for Philly. All right. Back half of the break successfully has begun. Boom. All right. This is what box are we on now? Box number 8, I believe. Box number 8. Let's see what we can pull out of this bad boy. Box number 8. And just joining us, this is a 2023 Panini Prizm. Prizm Baseball. 12 box break. Big boy. Alrighty. Palmiero for Baltimore. Mayo for Baltimore out of 99. Vera for LA. Larry Walker. Cade Doughty, 36 out of 50 for Toronto. Here's your auto. Well, one of them. 3 autos in every box. Mark McGuire on average, or it's supposed to be a minimum of 3 actually. Sorry, not an average, but it has to be 3. Oh, an average actually. Could be more, could be less, I guess. Zach Neto out of 143. Burkhalter and Rodriguez. Tim Wakefield for Boston out of 199. Jim Gilliam. Alvarez. Fergie Jenkins. Ralph Kiner. Grayson Rodriguez. And we have Bobby Miller for LA. Nice little auto. Chase Jung. Jose Rodriguez. A cool auto, actually. I like it. Soderstrom. Brandon Fatt. And we got Grant McRae. 4 out of 5. Our second out of 5 for San Francisco. Going to Dave. There you go. Grant McRae. out of 5. Dale Murphy for Atlanta and Roger Clemens. Goose Gossage, Ichiro. Carlton Fisk. Colton Cowser, Churio, Milwaukee. Colas for Chicago. Joe Torre for Atlanta. Tink Hentz for St. Louis. And there's Goose Goslin out of 75 for Washington, going to Dante. And there's Bagwell and Mayer. There you go. Nice. Bam. And bam. Okie dokie. And now working on the final 4 boxes. Panini Prizm, eh? So again, just a little near third quarter, I guess fourth quarter break here. We do have that daily discount code word again. Today it's J's. Again, that'll get you 5% off every and all orders you make on the website for the next 24 hours. So it's J's. There's another Panini points. I'm going to put those up there for now. There we go. Nice. Yeah, so J's is the daily discount code word. And it's good for 24 hours. And it gets you 5% off all your orders. And then we have a first-time discount code word, Chamax 2025. And that code word gets you 10% off. But you can only use it once. There's an auto there. There's an auto. All right. So, 900 PPT points. So we'll be randomizing that off as well. Okay. Oh, we got here. We got Zavala for Texas out of 199. Rick Robinson for Baltimore. Taj Bradley out of 99 for Tampa. Chase DeLauder out of 149 for Oakland. You got Eddie Matthews from Milwaukee. Babe Ruth. Mark Martinez. Ken Griffey. Oh, cool. Greg Maddux for Atlanta. Going to Dave. Very cool. Nice little hit. Rodriguez and David Ortiz. Hein Gros for Cincinnati out of 50. This is card actually 1 out of 50 for Cincinnati. Paulette for Chicago. Ichiro for Seattle. Jake Madden. Ramirez for New York and Gavin Williams. We have Reggie Crawford for San Francisco out of 149. You got Tony Oliva, Rodriguez. Meyer. That was not an exciting box. Pack. Gavin Stone for LA. Trammell for Detroit out of 99. A fella. Boston. Soderstrom. Matt Williams for San Francisco. A lot of San Francisco autos in this product. Dave. Roger Clemens. Rolly Fingers for Oakland out of 199. Love Rolly. Hein Grove, Cincinnati. Mark McGuire. Juan Marshall. Arpicchio. Chicago. Alvarez. And there you go. Yet another box. Complete. All right. Okie dokie. 3 boxes left. Maybe a little more coffee here. All right. Another box. 3 boxes left, everybody. 3 boxes remaining. Three boxes. See what goodness we have in these final 3. Then go about and have a nice afternoon here on the West Coast. It's like, what, 1:39 p.m. Again, we got a couple more breaks later today. They're smaller. And like I said, get to the website, because most products, once we get below 5 teams or spots remaining, we will schedule the break, and away we go. We'll email the breakers the time and date of the break, so all of our scheduling is done via email. We don't have a set schedule. All of our breaks, again, are done by, we'll email everybody with any updates, times, dates, etc., etc. And here we go. Box number, this would be number 10, I guess, right? Sam Rice for Washington. You got Bruce Sutter for Chicago at a 99. Jack Morris, Nolan Ryan. Pete Rose, James Wood. There's Nolan Ryan out of 199. You got Gabriel Hughes, Brooks Lee. Kevin Alcantara out of 99 for Tim. Jim Bunning, Andy Rodriguez. Joe Torre. Jet Williams for New York, Juan Marichal. Joe Carter out of 199. Brandon Davis, Ivan Rodriguez. And we got Gabriel Gonzalez for Seattle. Going out to Jack. Bobby Miller. 600 Panini points. So more points. Got 3 cards to give out now. Pete Crow for Crow Armstrong for Chicago. Kevin Parada. You got Jim Gilliam out of 199. Zach Veen for Colorado. Brandon Fett. We have Jace Jung for Detroit. Very complicated auto. Going to Tim. Andy Rodriguez. Stock cards. Andy Rodriguez there again. Andrew Jones. Jim Thome. See if anything else awesome in this. There's Larry Walker out of 145. Hal Newhouser, Willie Stargell. All right, there you go. That was box number 10. Box number 10. All right, so box number 11, and then we got 3 Panini Rewards points to give away, and we'll do. So we'll do each one individually. We'll use random.org. We'll simply take all the names here. And we'll put them in random.org, so the more spots you have, the more chances you have to win. We're going to randomize the list 3 times for each Panini points, and whoever's on top of the list each time will get the points. All right? That's how we'll do it. So stick around for the end of the break. Again, we use random.org for that. Paste the names in there. Randomize that list 3 times. The name on top will get the points, and we'll do it 1 for each of the points. I think there's 1 900 in there and 2 600s. There we go. Maybe we'll get one more here. This is box number 11. Box number 11, and our recycling bin is overflowing. All right, here we go. John Schmaltz for Atlanta. Lopez for Atlanta. Ken Griffey Jr. Ben Sheets for Milwaukee out of 50. Jackson Holiday. Jordan Walker. And we got Ty Madden for Detroit. Going to Tim. Willie Mays for San Francisco. Nick Gonzalez for Pittsburgh out of 145. We got Matt Williams for San Francisco and Nolan Ryan. So we got another auto coming up here of Curtis Mead for Tampa. James Wood. Luis Aparicio out of 99 for Chicago. Ralph Kiner. A lot of the same players over and over again, really. I guess what that happens when you do 12 boxes. There's Chase Young. Sal Frelick, Milwaukee. Marichal. Tony Glavine out of 199. Glavin. Cole Young. Rodriguez. And Brooks Lee for Minnesota. Who's got that Minnesota spot? That's Dante. Bobby Miller. Sterling Thompson. You got Tony La Russa out of 149. Caminero. Fat. Like I said, it seems like, I don't know, it seems like the same players over and over again. I don't know. Maybe just me. Zach Veen. Rodriguez. Edouard Julien out of 99 for Minnesota. Eddie Murray. Andy Rodriguez. And that does it for box number 11. All right, so box number 12, the final box. We made it. We made it. Okay. Bam. Empty box. Empty box. Let's open up these final packs. Let's see if there's any more out of 5s. Maybe out of 1 here. We got 2 out of 5s. We have that one special box with all the purple hits in it. Can't remember what the name is. I gotta look it up after this. It's bothering me. So all in all, nice little break. But not over yet. Still have a full box of goodness left. And 146 actually did a pretty good time, actually. Good pace, as they say. All right. Good luck, everyone. Last box mojo. Let's do it. Ben Joyce. Rod Carew out of 99. Rod Carew. Dale Murphy. I always think of Adam Sandler's song. I hear that name. There's Rodriguez. There's Kevin Alcantara. Auto action. There you go. Little auto in the final box. Jose Salas out of 99. Hack Wilson for Chicago. Good old Hack. Brendan Davis out of 50. Prelip. Connor Prelip. Ricky Henderson. Christian Vaquero. And Addison Barger out of 20, out of 25 for Toronto. 2 out of 25. And Jacob Masurowski. Tamar Johnson for Pittsburgh. Going out to Tim. Jose Rodriguez. Auto's coming out yin yang here. Dalton Rushing. We got Mike Piazza out of 199. Al Kaline. Colson Montgomery. And Alvarez. And last little stack here, everybody. We got John Schmaltz. We got big lefty Williams. Mark Grace out of 199. Alvarez, as in Francisco. And I think that's, yep, that will do it for the break. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. So what we're going to do quickly here, we're just going to do those Panini points here. There's 2 600s. There we go. There's 2 600s and a 900. So let's just go over to, so we'll do the 600, the 600, and the 900, okay? So how we do that is we take all the list of names here from Dave down to what? Okay, get rid of that. There you go. It's bothersome. Dave down to Dante. Control C. We'll then go into random.org. Which is here. I'm going to paste those names here, and we're going to randomize this list 3 times. Whoever's on top gets the 600 points. So let's do it fast here. There's 1 randomization, 2 randomizations, and 3. So that's number 3. Indeed it is. So Dante, you'll get the first 600. I'm just getting my pen in here. Dante R. There you go. We're going to do now the second 600 Panini points. It's a fresh list of names there again in order. Randomize once, twice, and 3rd time lucky. Bam. Dante again. Dante taking it down. Dante R for the second 600 points. Then now this is for the 900 Panini points. Again, fresh list here. Okay, we're going to randomize once, twice, and drum roll, and bang. Tim R with the 900. Tim R. So there you go. Dante R, 600 points. Dante R, 600 points. Tim R, 900 points. Bam. And that, my friends, does it for the 2023 Panini Prizm Baseball. Nice little big break, actually. A lot of cards going out. Want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank you again for your patience while we fill these breaks up. Use those discount code words. Again, any questions, comments, concerns, or queries, you can email us over at info@chamaxcards.com or simply visit the website. Have yourself a great weekend. I don't think any of you are on any breaks this afternoon because they're hockey, but we'll see you on the next one.